Hi everyone, it's Andrea over at Sewspire.com, and today I'm here with a really fast, fun, and functional sewing project for you. We're going to be making this cute little zipper pouch that has 3 front and rear exterior slip pockets. You can barely see them because this fabric is so beautiful. And then 3 front and rear interior pockets. It's got a nice little zipper closure on the top, and then I repurposed the excess from that zipper to create this little optional tab handle. And so this project is just crafted from 8 by 10 cuts of fabric and then 2 slightly smaller pieces of soft and stable, and then an 18-inch YKK zipper. So as such, I don't really see a need for a PDF supplement for this project, but if you would like to see all the pattern measurements and supply list in one place, please hop on over to Sewspire.com and check out this week's post related to this little zipper pouch. So shall we get started? So for this particular project, you're going to be needing 8 8-inch high by 10-inch wide panels. And 4 of these are going to comprise the actual body of this bag, and 4 of them are going to be folded in half long ways to make the pockets. So there will be 2 of these used for the exterior, and what I have done is backed mine with the soft and stable foam, and then I went ahead and just did some random top stitching there above the pocket line for a little detail, as well as to secure the soft and stable to the exterior body panel. Now I did cut mine a 1/4 inch shorter all the way around so that I can keep the bulk of that foam out of my seam. I think if you just prefer to keep all of the measurements 8 by 10, I think you'll be fine stitching the soft and stable into the seam of this project. One note, if you don't have soft and stable, no problem, you could use fusible fleece or quilt batting and the project will turn out just as well. So you're going to have 2 of those exterior body panels. One I have prepped here with my pocket on it. The second one is just prepped in respect to attaching the soft and stable to that with the top stitching. And I'm going to show you how to prepare your pocket. So this is also the 8 by 10 panel, no interfacing, which I pressed in half long ways. And this beautiful fabric is a woven home decor by Waverly, and I picked it up at Walmart as part of the pre-cuts. It really is beautiful. So you're going to press all 4 of your pockets in half, and then using 3/8 of an inch seam allowance, top stitch across that folded edge. And then because I'm going to be using this as a cosmetic pouch, I am dividing my pockets in thirds. You can divide yours any way you desire. You may even want to create little skinny channels if you're going to use it, say, to hold eyeliner or lip gloss and things like that. I wanted to keep mine pretty versatile, so that's why I'm dividing these pockets in thirds. So you can see I pressed in those vertical stitch lines into my pocket, and then I'm just going to align those raw edges with the sides and the base, and then I'm going to stitch 2 rows of vertical stitching to divide my pocket in thirds. And this soft and stable really adds a nice hand to this fabric. It's going to be perfect for cosmetics, which, you know, you want to keep protected, but you don't want a lot of bulk on the project as well. So I have my front and rear exterior panels prepped with those pockets attached. And then there are 2 interior panels that are put together in the exact same way with the pocket panel towards the base. I did not put any interfacing or batting on the back of those interior panels. And then what I have here are 2 little zipper stops that I crafted from a 1" by 5" piece of material, which I've pressed in half long ways and then just ran a row of top stitching there to hold that in place. And I'm just going to position those little tabs on this rear exterior panel face down, so whatever part of the tab you would like to show on the top of the zipper should be facing down. And then I'm going to temporarily clip those in place. And I have an 18" YKK zipper. I was really torn between the teal or the green, but I ended up settling on the green. And so I like these zippers because they have this huge zipper pull, but obviously 18 inches is way too long for this project. And so that's why I'm using these little fabric zipper stops, because I'm going to end up cutting this zipper. But for now, what I want to do is just open that a bit and then position this zipper right sides facing down on that rear exterior panel. And I'm going to clip that in place. And so I have my zipper, those little zipper stops, and then my exterior rear panel. And I am going to stitch along this zipper tape to secure that to that exterior panel. And then as I approach that zipper head, I'm gonna lift up the presser foot there and then leave the needle in the down position and then lower that presser foot and continue on. Okay, so what I've done now is secure one side of the zipper and one side of the fabric zipper stops to that rear exterior panel. Now I want to bring over my front exterior panel, and I'm going to position the rear panel right sides facing on that, and I'm going to align the panels so they are even on the sides and the base, and then I'm going to clip that free end of the zipper tape to that front exterior panel. And I want to make sure that the fabric zipper pulls that I created get aligned with the top of that fabric, and I have to accommodate this zipper pull at the same time. And then I'm just going to peek under there and make sure that I have this zipper pull aligned. So everything looks good there. So now I'm going to run a row of stitching down this right hand side. And then same thing, as I approach that zipper pull, I'm going to have to lift up that presser foot, keep the needle sunk in the project, and then lower the presser foot and continue. So after you get both sides of the zipper attached to the exterior, then you want to open that up and test your zipper and make sure everything is functioning as you'd hoped, and mine is in perfect working order. Then you want to go ahead and trim off the excess of your zipper. And I was kind of wondering if this couldn't end up being a little handle on this. It seems a waste to just throw that little zipper in the garbage. So I think it could be kind of a cute little handle on this. So I'm just going to fold the rest of that zipper in half and position that about an inch from the zipper on that front panel, and then I'm going to go ahead and tack that down with some stitching. And with the nylon zippers, you can stitch right through the zipper teeth, and so you can see how that makes a cute little pull. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim off the rest of that excess. I don't use my good scissors when I'm cutting through that zipper, just so I can keep those nice and sharp. Okay, and now it is time to bring over the interior. So you're going to want to turn your exterior right sides down, and then position your interior right sides facing the wrong side of the exterior, and you're going to overlap that zipper entirely, and the top of that first interior panel is going to get aligned with the top of the zipper. And if you want, you can clip that in place. And then I'm joining that interior panel to that zipper tape. So it's just like a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And if the zipper pull is in the way, same thing, just lift everything up with the needle sunk and get that out of the way. Okay, so now I have one interior panel attached, so I'll fold that back, and the opposite interior panel is going to get positioned right sides facing to the interior panel that you just installed, and it's going to get aligned with the remaining edge of that zipper tape. And I'm just going to stitch right across there. you should have an interior panel, an interior panel. So those are aligned right sides facing on the right hand side. And then you have an exterior panel, your little zipper or fabric handle there, and then an exterior panel. So at this point you want to make sure that the zipper is open halfway, and then go ahead and do your best to align those top edges of the exterior pockets. And then same for the interior, align those interior pocket tops. And then again, just double check that you have that zipper at least halfway open so that it's not a struggle to turn this project. And so now you're going to stitch the interior side, the exterior side, the exterior base, the opposite exterior side, and the opposite interior side. And for this, you should be able to use 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. So I've made it around 3 sides there. The base of the interior is open, and then I just like to go in and make sure that all those layers are captured in that seam. And if anything looks too close, I would go back in and touch that up now. And then if you're confident that everything is captured in the seam, then go ahead and reach in and unzip that zipper and turn your project right side out. Okay, and take care to poke out those corners at the top near the zipper, and then of course at the bottom near the seam there. And then flatten as much of your interior as you can. Trim up any little stray threads now while they're still easy to get to. And so just try and align those pockets and the side seams nice and flat on both sides. And then you're going to separate those panels so you have your pockets on each side there, and you're coming in from the center, and just turn that edge inward about 1/4 inch. And that is a lot of fabric, so depending upon what kind of material you're using, you're likely going to have to clip that in place to get everything to hold. Okay, and that's what that looks like. And then you're just going to stitch across that base to finish that interior. Okay, and now the interior is finished, and now you're just going to tuck that inside the exterior there. And voila, you have a super cute, lightly padded cosmetic pouch with a little handle ready to go in no time flat. And I just want to give you the measurements on this. We come in at approximately 7 inches tall by 9 inches wide. And this is just such a simple project. It makes a great gift for any lady in your life. So again, there's not a PDF for this, but if you visit Sewspire.com, I will have a blog post with all the pattern measurements for you so that you can just take notes and have that ready to go. So thank you for sewing with me today. I really appreciate you spending this time with me, and I hope you enjoyed the project. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't had an opportunity yet, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the channel. I publish a new tutorial on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then an inspirational vlog on Fridays at noon Eastern. So I hope to see some of you on Friday. We're going to be having a look at some new fabrics that I found and the beautiful hardware that I received from Sally Tomato this week. So until then, as always, please know the creative genius in me will be celebrating the creative genius in you. Have a beautiful day, everyone.